think about that. I think it's a Leah song. At first you don't succeed, dust yourself off and try again.
Yeah,
Man, Leah was great.
yeah.
You know, Leah was the first superstar that like died, and it really hurt me, man. Really hurt me.
Yeah.
So that song really sticks out in my head. But it's true, man. It's like really when you are going and you trying to succeed and you fall down to the dirt, you got to get back up and just got to dust yourself off, man, and go back at it. I learned a lot of that. Playing football. I grew up, I played football like one year when I was like 5, and then I didn't play again until like I was in 10th grade. So like my mechanics was like totally off. I was athletic, but football is one of those things you got to get used to technique. And once you get your technique together, you'll get better and better. My first year, my technique was just terrible. I just didn't know what to do. And a lot of my problem was, the low man wins. And I mean, that first year, man, I just got my tail whooped. I mean, every day, because like I was a 10th grader, but I got moved up to the varsity team, and the guys, they were a lot more experienced, and I was tall, but I wasn't really big, and I was going against guys who was a lot bigger than me or whatever, and they just had been playing longer than me. And I just got my tail whooped, man, every day at practice, man. I hated to go in practice. And then just one day, but I just kept on coming home. My dad would ask me, he's like, do you want to keep on going back or do you want to quit? And I was like, no, I don't want to quit. I'm going to keep on going. And then one day, I don't know, somebody had said something and it just like lit a fire under me. And I just went out there and just ripped it up that day and just didn't care anymore. And, from that day forward, I just wasn't going to take it no more. But the thing is like, I went from failing every day to getting that taste of success. And once I got that taste of success, there was no looking back. I mean, it was no looking back at all. And, I thank God for those experiences, because it really does. It shapes you and it makes you the man that you become. It made me the man who I am today. And I think about it, it's like I gained strength in the process.
Mm-hmm.
And see, the thing about it is like I gained strength from failing, but if I had came into the door succeeding, I wouldn't have gotten that. I wouldn't have gotten stronger by just succeeding. I wouldn't have gotten stronger by just winning all the time. I had to lose. I had to get to my lowest point to become a better player. And once I became a better player, it was no looking back. I have no regrets from anything that I did back then, because those hard times were what made me. It built me into the player that I became. So I just love that. Even that's how life is. Like, even in your darkest moments, even in your lowest points, it's like you can always gain something from it. And I started thinking about repetition. That's all it is. You're doing the same thing. The thing that you know that is right to do, you just continue that process, continue doing that thing, and you get better and better. Then I start thinking about repetition and taking reps when it comes to weight training. Anybody that's been in weight training before, in my personal opinion, I've had my most gains when the weight had came down and I focused on repetition. But when the weight goes up, you're trying to lift, 400 pounds or whatever, and you can only do it once or twice, you're not going to get the gains. Yeah, it feels good to say, oh, I lifted all this weight, but you're not getting the gains. You're better off doing 250 and be able to get 20 reps in, because you're working those muscles that you're not used to working. And see, those muscles of success, you're not used to working when you're failing all the time. But when you get that taste of success, you working those new muscles of success, and I mean, from there, I mean, it's a skyrocket. It's a skyrocket up.